I want to buy a copy of Bone Storm. Here's 99 cents.
Allow me to summarize the proposed transaction. You wish to purchase Bone Storm for 99 cents. Net profit to me, negative $59. Oh, please take my $59. I don't want it. It's yours.
Welcome back to Thinking Critical. This is Wes, and recently I talked to my buddy Fatal J. We had such a good time. The segment lasted way too long, so I'm having to break it down into two segments. In the first segment, we're going to talk about Mulan and how Disney has decided that they're going to screw over anybody that paid the $30 pre-order fee for Mulan on Disney Plus, because we now know in the not too distant future, Mulan will be available to all subscribers on Disney Plus for free in December. Disney really laying into their Disney Plus subscribers that were actually willing to throw down that large sum of money. We're also going to talk a little bit about New Mutants opening this week. New movies have been slowly trickling into theaters across America, and the first kind of big one was New Mutants this week, so we're going to talk about that as well. But before I get into all the details of Mulan and New Mutants, and we did talk about Logan a little bit as well, I want to say this. If you haven't subscribed to Thinking Critical YouTube yet, what are you waiting for? There isn't a better time than today to subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell for notifications. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoy this content. Give us an enormous double thumbs down if you don't. Either way, we'd love to hear from you in the comments section and hear what you think about this video. And if you like this content, definitely let us know so we can make more. If you enjoy the stylings of Fatal J, there is a link to his channel in the video description, and there will be a chance to subscribe to his channel at the end of the video. Now, first, I am going to read the article from ScreenRant.com going over the details of Mulan and how Disney basically screwed over their subscribers that were willing to lay down $30 to see Mulan recently. Then Fatal J will be joining me right here on the channel, and we'll discuss that, as well as New Mutants and some other speculation regarding the future of X-Men in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. First, let's read the article from ScreenRant.com. Disney's Mulan will become available to all Disney Plus subscribers in December. The film, a live-action remake of Disney's 1998 animated classic of the same name, has had a continuously shifting release date. Like every big theatrical release in 2020, Mulan faced delays due to the ongoing coronavirus pandemic. The film had its premiere on March 9th, 2020, and was originally set to have its wide release on March 27th. However, with social distancing guidelines in place and the closure of movie theaters around the world, the film was delayed, first to July 2020 and then again to August, before Disney removed it from the release schedule altogether. Disney then announced Mulan will be available for purchase on Disney Plus starting on September 4th, 2020. The film would also release theatrically in markets where cinemas are allowed to operate and where Disney Plus isn't available. The film will cost a relatively steep $30 on the streaming platform, but it would be a permanent purchase, not a rental. There was widespread speculation on when the film would be available for free on Disney Plus. Based on the release of films like Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker and Frozen 2, it was a safe assumption that Disney Plus wouldn't see a free version of Mulan on the streaming platform until mid-2021, but that does not appear to be the case. According to the pre-order page for the movie, Mulan will release for all Disney Plus subscribers on December 4th, 2020. This news marks the fastest that a major film has gone from its theatrical release to being streamed for free on Disney Plus, with only 3 months between the two. While the announcement of Mulan's direct-to-Disney Plus release has been good for Disney's stock, the reception for both fans and theater owners has been mixed. With movie theaters already being one of the hardest-hit businesses during the pandemic, theater owners have been particularly upset by Disney's release plans for Mulan. Fans have also expressed their disappointment, citing how similar Disney blockbusters like Black Widow will still have a typical theatrical release, arguing that locking Mulan behind a paywall is a detriment to the film and its intended audience, given that Mulan will be the first Disney-branded film with an all-Asian cast. Making the film less accessible and open seems like a step backward for representation in Hollywood. And that's it, folks. That is the article from ScreenRant.com. Now let's bring in Fatal J from the Fatal J Show and talk about what this all means, and then we're going to talk about New Mutants. You're going to enjoy this. All right, Fatal J.
Yes, sir.
Are you a Disney Plus subscriber?
Yes, I am. Unfortunately, because my wife and my 12-year-old son loves it, and I absolutely hate it.
Did you drop the $30 for Mulan?
No, sir. But I'm pretty sure if my wife and my 12-year-old son knew it was on there, they will make me shell out the money.
They would drop it for you.
Yeah, once Mandalorian was done, I was done with Disney Plus. I was going to cancel, but they said, "No, good sir, can you please keep it? We love it. We enjoy it."
You know, if we had Disney Plus here in the Philippines, I would absolutely have to have it just for the cartoons for the kids.
Yep.
They have an option. You could pay $30. It's not even a rental with Mulan. It's a purchase. Although I'm not certain if do you have to have Disney Plus to keep it after you purchased it. It's supposed to be a lifetime purchase. But the big news is it's releasing on Disney Plus in the not too distant future, before the end of the year.
But you know what, though? Just really thinking about it, $30 is not bad, considering you can have it for lifetime and what it would do for the company. They probably couldn't go any lower. You think they could have done lower than 30? Because think about it. When you walk out the movie theaters, you don't spend a good 40, $50 easily.
Yeah, but you get delicious popcorn. You get some juju fruits.
I don't know about delicious, sir. It's mediocre.
As long as you put some extra butter on it, it always tastes good.
Man, heck no, man. That stuff, and they don't even give you that much for $50. $50 to get you a small popcorn, which they call a large soda, which they really is a small soda. Heck no.
Dude, a large soda in a movie theater is like 56 ounces.
Yeah, not where I'm at, man. It's like it's like 2 sips where I'm at, and you done 2 freaking sips, and they don't even give you refills. and they don't even give you refills. You remember back in the day in the movie theaters, you can get refills. They don't let you get refills anymore, man.
You gotta go to the cinema.
Yeah. So you think $30 is too much?
$30 seems like a steep price, but it definitely seems like too much if they were just going to offer it for free on the Disney Plus service like 3 or 4 months later. I would be put out. I would be pissed off if I dropped $30 on a digital movie and I knew it was coming for free to the same platform within months.
You know what they trying to do, though? They probably trying to cover the people that not familiar with that technology yet. With streaming, you got a lot of people, like old-timey people, that don't know how to stream, don't know how to do that on their TV. So
this is like a variant cover scheme, but for digital movies.
Yep, you're right.
I wouldn't be happy. You know, would your wife, if you had bought it, would your wife be happy now, knowing that if she just waited a few months, you could have saved $30 on hard cashola?
I don't know though, because my wife, she's pretty good with keeping money in my pocket, so she could be against it. Now, this movie is coming out after this $30 thing on Disney Plus.
Yeah, it'll be out in December.
Oh yeah, I'm not watching it. I'm not buying it. Not if it's coming out in movies. Heck no. My wife and son gonna have to wait. I don't care how good it is. now, if it was Dune 2020, heck yeah, I would have been. That's one of my most anticipated movies of the year. If it was something like Dune, I would pay $30 and be smiling and be watching that movie in my tidy whities while eating a big bowl of cereal with a big smile on my face.
You know, speaking of Disney Plus, we kind of all expected that New Mutants would eventually debut on Disney Plus, but I guess there were some complications where it actually had to do an in-theater release, or it was going to mess up the contracts, I guess, with some of the talent or whatever. So it actually went out in theaters. And this, apparently, it's not your most excited movie. You know, you're looking forward to Dune more. But were you willing to go chance it, to go out to a movie theater and see New Mutants in theater?
Heck no. You know why? They have pushed that movie back so many times. I think
8 times at least.
That movie was supposed to come out like in 2017, 18. And it's going to tank. You don't even have to tell me. If I was a blind, deaf guy, you still couldn't tell me that movie wasn't going to suck. It's going to suck, period, point
Apparently, according to some reviewers, it is the worst X-Men movie of all time, which is difficult when you think about X-Men Origins Wolverine. You think about X3, The Last Stand.
Heck yeah.
What was the last one? The Dark Phoenix. There's been some bad, really bad X-Men movies. For this one to be at the bottom of the barrel, although I will give shout outs to Maisie Williams for kind of owning it and tweeting out the tweet that said it was the worst X-Men movie ever and then saying you should go see it anyway.
Who? That's the actress that was in the movie?
Yeah, the one that was in
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. Yeah.
Dang, how's she gonna shoot down her own movie? I would have stood by my.
She didn't. Somebody else shot down her movie, and she took the review tweet and retweeted it and was like, "You should go see it anyway." She was having fun with it, even though they said her movie was terrible.
Well, she know it sucks. She know it sucks. She just got that check. She know it sucks.
Apparently, when it was still at Fox, it was before the acquisition. Fox, after seeing the first draft of it, they seriously considered scrapping everything and reshooting the entire movie. That's how bad they thought it was.
Yeah, well, maybe this is a tax write-off for Disney. You know what I mean?
This is the same studio that had seen X3 The Last Stand, had seen X-Men Origins Wolverine, had seen X-Men Apocalypse.
Tax write-off.
Really bad.
Tax write-off,
really, sir. Well, that's tax write-off. That's a loss. But I think they probably figured out with the director that they had, and it probably wasn't salvageable. But it did finally hit theaters. I'm glad people get an opportunity to go out to theaters if they want to.
It wasn't nothing that stood out. Like, is this supposed to? When you look at the trailer, you don't know what the freak you're looking at. Is this an X-Men movie? Is this a horror movie? Like,
it's a horror movie.
Why would you put? But this one I don't understand. Why would you put horror mixed with X-Men? People not used to that. Now, if you
people weren't used to. Hold on, people weren't used to westerns mixed with X-Men, and I would say that Logan was badass.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is this though: if you're gonna do horror, give us a character like Moon Knight, or give us a character like Spawn, even though I know Spawn is not Disney. Something that's already associated with horror. But when you mix X-Men with horror, I don't know, it just don't work out. Logan and Wolverine.
Fatal J, come on. I thought you were a comic head.
I am a comic head.
Listen,
Wolverine, you was right about Wolverine. Wolverine and Logan. Wolverine is a Western character. Wolverine is based off Clint Eastwood, but nobody is trying to see some no-name actors in a horror movie that is associated with X-Men.
And it had the Anya's, well, I don't remember her name. The lady from Split. Anya Joy something.
See, you don't even know the people's names, man. This movie sucks.
It definitely did suck. But I will say this, you were wrong about X-Men and horror not mixing together. My dream project for a comic book movie is for them to make X-Men Murder World with Arcade being played by the dude from Dexter.
Okay. Yeah.
As the thing, and then it'll be Wolverine, Storm,
they'll never do it.
Cyclops.
They'll never do it.
It's just as a one shot or a one off, not connected.
They'll never do it.
Put that out around Halloween. That thing would make like $500 billion.
They'll never do it. They'll never
so
do
good
it.
Though. I love Arcade. He's like
good stuff like that. They don't never make movies out of it, man.
I'm telling you, you could do a great horror movie based on X-Men.
The only way X-Men franchise is going to do good if they bring back Hugh Jackman, and he's dead, so it's not happening ever again. Ever.
Hugh Jackman's not dead.
I mean, you know what I'm talking about, the character Wolverine. He's dead. Logan. He's dead.
Listen, that was in the Fox X-Men universe. It's all being rebooted. Everything's been scrapped. It's being incorporated into you.
Who the freak can put their shoes in Hugh Jackman's Wolverine? That was a perfect casting.
Marvel has a lot of money. I'm sure that they can throw him a little cashola if they want to bring Hugh Jackman as Wolverine back.
He don't want to come back.
I think they should probably move on.
He don't want to come back. He said it.
Listen, cash talks and bullshit walks, son.
When you make it 10 billion like these celebrities, they don't care about the money. They care
Hugh Jackman never made $10 billion.
I know, I'm exaggerating, but they care about the art. They care about the art.
I don't know, man. He was in Real Steel. I think he cares about that paycheck.
Man, you might be right. I forgot about that piece
Real
of slop.
Steel is one of the best mashups ever. It's basically over the top in Transformers.
You like that? Movie. You like that movie? Out of all the movies you tell me that's crap, you like that movie, Real Steel. That movie sucked bad. I went to sleep on that.
It's about fighting robots.
Then watch Transformers.
Transformers is a bad movie.
That's true too. You're right.
Basically, all of them but Bumblebee. Bumblebee is actually pretty good.
Bumblebee is only good because of the first 10 minutes. The rest sucked. Trust me.
Nah, the rest of it is pretty good too. But the first 10 minutes are the best part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I personally think you can definitely make an X-Men movie, that's a horror-based film.
Yeah,
and Hugh Jackman can go back, but they're definitely going to have to recast the role of Wolverine. But it's not that iconic. Somebody can step in as the Wolverine. If they get the right person, they get the right X-Men versus Fantastic Four or something like that, people will definitely show up. The MCU kind of feels dead right now. We're going to talk about that next week.
I'm just going to be honest with you, though. I don't know. That Logan, if you subtract Winter Soldier, because a lot of people say Winter Soldier is the best Marvel movie. I think Logan is. And I know Logan is Fox, but I still consider that a Marvel character, which is a Marvel character. Logan, to me, was the best one. It's going to be hard to get Hugh Jackman back. Even if you get him back, that's going to make Logan a little bit cheesy because that death scene was so powerful. You know?
But Disney don't care about that. That wasn't their movie.
That's true, too. You got a point. You do have a point.
If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. I would appreciate it very much. It helps us attract more views for the channel. Subscribe for future commentary, comic book news, and reviews. And don't forget to ring the bell for notifications. If you want to talk comics, movies, and much, much more, you can follow me on Twitter at Wes_from_TC. With that, Salamat Po, and I'm out.